Hello everybody and welcome back to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to Coldborough Farm here on Farming Simulator 17. What the heck was that? What the heck is that? Why is it doing that? Right, so today in this episode we are basically carrying on from what we did in the last episode because we chopped down those trees and now we've got this John Deere off working away in field number I don't know what number this is. Field number 9, that's the one. So we need to go ahead and carry on today. We still have dodgy Declan stuff here lying around, so if you see it, well, that's why, and if you didn't see the last episode then you have no idea what the heck everything is. But yes, let's go ahead and jump into, shall we use the T6? Yeah, let's use the T6. So here we are in the T6. Now today we are finally going to be doing some seeding here on the farm for the first time ever. And I'm not sure which seed drill we need actually. I think it's the funny looking one over here. So we'll go ahead and collect that. Because I plan on doing sunflowers, because we've got a little bit of corn in the silo. We need some sunflowers now, all in preparation for our animals. We've got a lot of canola as well, actually, so let's go ahead and get there. So we have literally nothing in here at the moment, and this one apparently also fertilizes. And there's the sunflowers, it is in this one, I've just seen it there. So yes, apparently this seed drill must fertilise at the same time, which is interesting. Shall we use it or shall we not bother? I don't think we're going to bother because I've already fertilised it twice. Yeah, I've already fertilised it twice, so we're not going to bother. Now what I could do now to get an extra little cheat level of fertilise is weed. Do some weeding, but we're not going to bother with that either because yeah, I do plan on doing some fertilising whilst it's growing sort of thing. So we've jumped into the Massey Ferguson real quick, as you've just seen, and we've just disconnected that trailer. Now what we need to do is also lift up the front loader and disconnect the weight that we had on the front. The reason for the weight, guys, is so we can lift up 2 bags in one go, because I tried it without the weight and the Massey Ferguson just nose planted into the ground. However, with the weight, it seems to be fine. So let's go ahead and pick this weight up real quick. Now the Merlot is out. I'm not sure what to do because we have a telehandler on Challington and I wanted to do something different on Coldborough Farm, but the Merlot's out, so I'm tempted to get the Merlot. The Merlot, in case you don't know, is my favourite telehandler, which I used in pretty much every map on Farm Sim 15, which was the green one if you watched my videos. That was the Merlot. It is now out for 17. Why can... Okay, so head tracking's not working. Why is it not working? I love it when videos mess up. So guys, we no longer have head tracking, which is interesting. So we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and see if we can maneuver around. I did not park this trailer in a good place. I probably should have moved it, but I like a challenge. Right, let's go ahead and get this lowered down first of all. Let's see if we can pick these 2 big bags up here. These are the SOB big bags, guys. These are available from modcentral.co.uk, which is going to be one of the biggest sites in Farm Sim 17. I can promise you that it will be the biggest. It's already nearly there. It's where all the good mods are going to be coming from, although they may also be out on the mod hub as well. That's also something that may happen. I feel so naked without my head tracking right now. I can't turn my head. I could plug it in, but then we won't have a wheel cam. So yes, I got decisions to make, and we decided to go against the head tracking, unfortunately. Right, why won't you fill up? Right, so for some reason, guys, the front-loading thing isn't working. So we've just gone ahead and gone up next to the one that's on the floor and pressed R, and that seems to have worked. So, yeah, I'm not sure why we can't tip it in with the front loader, but that sucks. That sucks. I'm going to look into that and see what that is. Maybe the trigger's in the wrong place. I'm not sure, but... Right, so as you can see, my GPS has had a bit of a makeover. This is 6 meters wide, this seed drill, so what we want to do is get him set up like that. Of course, we're going to do the headland last, so we have enough room to maneuver around. In fact, let's do it before we forget. There we go. So let's go ahead and get ourselves finally ready for this. Now, once again, I did not put any fertilizer into this seed drill because we want to do it afterwards. We're going to spray it instead, and that'll just be a waste because you can only fertilise 3 times, I believe. Right, let's get the seed drill on. We'll get the GPS locked and loaded here. Get it lower down and away. That's reverse simulate. Let's try that again. And away we go. There we go. So we're planting sunflowers. Basically, we're going to have a bit of everything for when our animals get here. That is way too quick. Way too quick. This is about how fast you'd be going in real life, if that. So we're going to keep it at this. It's only a small field. Let's see how far it takes us automatically. We've got the automatic stop on, and we're going to see how far we can go like that, I reckon. It'd be nice if we can get it so that we can do it in one headland, but of course that's probably not going to be the case. We haven't got any head tracking. I feel naked. Ugh, help me. Right, let's go ahead and go into our next lane. We're going to be skipping lanes so we don't jackknife ourselves. Let's get it lower down here. And we're on the next lane. So this is not a different version of GPS, guys. This is the it's GPS hard skin, I think it's called. I will put a link to it in the mod list. Of course, the mod list is still not ready just yet because I'm recording this straight after the video that went out yesterday. So once both of them are done, we will... once the mod list is done, of course, this GPS skin will be in there. If you like it. I think it looks a lot better. I think it should have been like this anyway. It suits the normal game HUD a lot better. Right, let's go into this way. This lane here. Right, let's lower... oh, not lower it yet. Let's get in GPS on. We'll lower this down. Well, that was a bad one, that one. Where did I put my coffee? A workman's most important thing. So hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back. I know we're doing a lot of Coldborough Park Farm lately, but I'm really trying to get ahead, as I said in a previous video, because at the moment, Coldborough Park Farm and Chellington are quite similar in terms of what we're doing. So like, for example, the other day, we were stacking bales on Chellington, and then on this episode, on this map, we were stacking bales on Coldborough Park Farm as well. So I'm not preferring one map over the other. That's not what's happening at all. I'm just trying to get one away from the other so that we're actually doing different stuff on each map, because I don't see the point in watching a YouTuber if he's going to be doing the same thing on just different maps, which the maps are pretty much similar anyway. Now, a couple of questions I'm probably going to get out of the way, which I think I forgot to mention in my last video, is all the stuff that's going on the HUD. So, this is obviously... don't worry about this, I think this is to do with the beta mod I haven't sorted. This is the season mod. So you can see it's spring here, it's 11 degrees, and if we press Alt F, we can get the full day weather forecast, which is pretty cool. And it does affect things, guys. So unless you're a hardcore simulator, like unless you want to actually play as if it's a real life farm, this mod is not recommended for you, because it will like affect your crops, the way the soil is and how your tractor handles in it, all that good stuff. It will affect all that. So unless you really want it, of course the mod's not out yet anyway. I'm just giving you a heads up when it does come out, and it is called, what is it called? It's called Seasons Mod, basically. That's what it's called. It's called the Seasons Mod. Yeah, so unless you are into hardcore simulators, playing this as a hardcore sim, I wouldn't really recommend it, because it's a fantastic mod, but like I said, you do have to take the weather into consideration and the seasons and all that good stuff. Right then, stop here at the end and we'll turn GPS off, and now we can start our other lengths. I've been doing a lot of third person in this video, guys, because, tell you why, I don't have head tracking, and I feel very claustrophobic in the cab without head tracking. Now, you may be saying, why just use the mouse? If you have head tracking turned on, guys, you can't use the mouse. If you look on the wheel cam now, it completely disables the mouse feature, which is the only downside to head tracking. Right, and we'll get this lower down here. And I think we're going to go anti-clockwise around our headland, because we're facing this way and we're just going to... oh no, we still got other lengths to do, never mind. What am I even talking about? It's a Monday morning, guys. It's a Monday afternoon now. I do apologise if I'm talking absolute crap, but that's why. Right, let's go here. Get GPS off here. And we'll go into this path. So I like this field. This is my type of field. I'd be happy in real life if I had like just one field and it was this size, just for like a hobby. I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah, this is my type of field basically. Maybe a little bit too small. Maybe a little bit too small. Oh yeah, guys, I did try using Auto Tractor earlier as well to cultivate this field, and it did not like it. If you don't know, Auto Tractor is not out for this game yet, but it is in beta, just like Courseplay and all that good stuff. So it is quite dangerous to have it installed because it might break your game, as I nearly found out the hard way because I was getting about 18 FPS. And if you haven't seen my computer specs, look in the description box, they're in there. And you can see it's definitely not a hardware issue. It was because of the mod. I don't know what happened, but it was giving me 18 FPS when I was using Auto Tractor. Let's go ahead and lower that down. By the way, it's not called Auto Tractor anymore, guys. It's called AI Vehicle Extension. So you Google that and you will get it. I'm not going to be providing links because, like I said, it is dangerous. It can break your game. So if you want it, then you can go ahead and get it. And just to show you what it looks like, will it let us do it? I think it's Shift 5. There we go. That's what it looks like. Pretty similar to what it looked like in 15. It's just had a bit of a colour overhaul. But yeah, once again, I will not be giving out a link for that because at this particular time, it's a bit dangerous to have it installed because it's in the early stages of beta. Right, we'll stop that there. We'll lift this up. And we'll go into our final pass before we do our headland. So this has been a short video. No, I'm joking. Can you imagine? Right. So yes, we do have other jobs to do after this, don't worry. I'm not actually ending the video, I was joking. So we are going to go up to the top here, and then we're just going to go straight in to our headland. So as we get close to the top, we'll turn GPS off and just do a lap. Hopefully we can do it in one lap, but judging by this top area up here, that isn't going to be the case. We're going to have to do like 2 up here, I think. Right, let's get GPS turned off, and we'll start one of our headlands, because yes, it looks like we're definitely going to need more than one. Unfortunately, let's actually turn GPS off because it's in the way. There we go. We'll head down this way here. A couple of patches that I can see I've missed. That's when I was turning, so we'll get them as well in a second. Right then, okay everybody, so we're just getting this last tiny little spot that's been annoying me here, so I had to go back around and get it. There we go. So we are now finished with this tiny little field here. Now there is another field that I want to buy, which is a similar size to this one, and I'm going to actually take it down and have a look in a second. Right, let's go ahead and get this folded up. Hopefully we can get through the gate with it. There we go. I keep going to turn my head, and of course it doesn't do anything. Right guys, so we're borrowing Declan's Land Rover here to go and look at this field, and I left a bag in the way, which isn't any good. Let's go ahead and move that. Right, health and safety won't be happy about me going underneath that front loader, but oh well. Let's go ahead and open this gate, because I think it's in here. You see it on the map, I just don't know how to get to it. There's the Land Rover, guys, if you missed the last episode. Not out just yet. Hopefully it will be one day, and I still haven't changed the interior. The interior is so green. Right, so actually it's this one here, we found it. So field number 5 is the one I was looking to get, and it's another small one just like number 4. And as you guys know, if you've been subscribed to me for a while, I like small fields. How much is it? It's £46,000. Shall we buy it? I think we will. We're not going to buy it just yet though, because that means we'll have to harvest it, and I've only literally just done the corn harvest like 2 episodes ago, so I'm not going to bother just yet, but it's good to know how cheap it is. Right, so I've just decided what we're going to do for the rest of the episode, and some people aren't going to like it, because we're going to be missing the opportunity to plough it, which means we'll have to wait until at the end of the next harvest. But we are going to be cultivating field number... Not cultivating, sorry, but number 8. We're doing field number 8, and we're going to be doing a direct seed. That means we can just literally use the seed drill as soon as possible. The only bad thing about that is we will not get the maximum yield. So, right, so yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I was just double checking to make sure I actually wanted to do that. And yes, we are. So we need to put this seed drill away first of all, this sunflower one. Because I'm going to get a normal crop down there, I think, like canola, wheat or barley, one of the two. We'll see what we have the least amount of in the silo. And I'm pretty sure it's wheat, because we sold most of that in the previous episode, if you guys seen that. Right, so we'll get this seed drill away here. Once again, no head tracking, so we have to use the third person, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and get it packed away here. I'm going to have an episode where we do like a yard cleaning, guys. Don't worry about all the dirt and everything. We will do it in a future episode, upcoming episode. I also need to rearrange everything as well. So we're going to basically just swap that seed row for this seed row here. There we go. This should... Oh gosh, what did I just do? This should be empty, this one. So we'll quickly hook this up, because I don't think I've used this yet. No, I've not. So I'm going to assume we got the same problem with... What are we stuck on? Right, so yes, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that this has got the same problem as the other seed row. So what we're going to do is just park next to our bag. As you can see, the top automatically opens up, and we'll start filling it. And that didn't take very much at all, actually, unfortunately. But no worries, we will get this. Hopefully one of these two here will reach. There we go. And we'll use one of these bags here on the trailer. So I'm not sure why we can't use a front loader to put these in. We can with the fertilizer. Why won't this one load? We'll try that. It won't let me load that one up, it's too far away, but hopefully this might potentially be enough. Right, so let's go ahead and get some GPS on this. Why do we keep getting stuck on things? Dang it. It's annoying now. That's like the second time I've got caught. Let's try and get some GPS on, shall we? So, I'm not sure what the working width for this is. I think it's 6 meters, but don't quote me on that just yet. Working width is 6.1. That can't be right. It's going to be 6. So, we'll put it down to like 5.7. We'll rotate it around a little bit, like that, possibly. Maybe like that. There we go. As you can see, guys, I use precision with my GPS setups. I really wish I did. Right, let's get this unfolded, and we'll get this set up right now. And before we actually lower it, let's go ahead and... I don't actually want the GPS on just yet, because I need to reverse this manually. We don't want to have a huge headland, because that would be pointless. So we'll just get to like here-ish, something like that. Get it turned on. Wait for it to get up to the proper RPMs and that good stuff. And we'll lower it down. So I don't want to do this at 7 miles an hour. We will speed up the tractor. And it looks like we are planting wheat, because I forgot to change it. Well done. Monday morning, guys. Monday morning. So yes, this shouldn't actually take too long. This is a 6 meter seeder. It may be a little bit fidgety. But yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. As you can see there, the reason we're not ploughing this is because we've got the John Deere ploughing field number 9. And as you can see, he's been off for ages and only done... Well, that's not even a quarter, guys. That's like an eighth. Just like 2/8, something like that. So yes, he's going to be doing that for a long, long time by the look of it. So unfortunately, this seed drill does not cultivate at the same time, does not fertilise at the same time, because we could have done that. But it does cultivate at the same time, which is nice. We'll get this lowered down here, and we'll begin our next pass. So this is, I said it's not going to take that long. In terms of a video, it will, but in terms of normal real life stuff, it's not going to take that long at all. So I'm not sure how we're going to do this. We'll probably leave it in while I'm talking and stuff, or either speed lap it or cut it. I know a lot of people don't like it when I cut stuff, but watching me do this whole field is going to be a pretty boring video, I think, for you guys. So we'll do pieces, we'll do bits and pieces. Okay, so head tracking's temporarily back. It keeps losing battery, but we've got a little bit of the back left, so we can look around again. I felt really naked without it, so glad we got it back on. Let's see where this guy goes. There we go, get that lifted up. We've kind of gone into the bush a little bit, but not to worry. Right, let's go into our next pass here. My parcel still hasn't turned up, guys. I've been meaning to change something that you see here, but it still hasn't turned up, so hopefully it is actually coming. Else it's going to be a bit of a problem, because I've already been planning my next few videos out with it. Not giving too much away, yes. There is going to be some change on the wheel cam soon, hopefully. But that looks a little bit wider than 6 meters. Looks like we're getting a bit of overspill, which is handy, because it means we do less work. Right, now also while we're here, I get a lot of questions. I did say this in the last episode, but for those of you that didn't see it in the last episode, I've had a lot of questions about that red container. Once again, it will be on the mod list when the mod list is out, but if you want it now, you can go onto marhu.net. It's marhu.net, and it is on there as well. I think you need to sign up to download mods. but it is a safe site, don't worry. Yeah, that's where that's from. You can get it with an auger wagon as well, like an auger pipe, sorry. So you can empty directly from it, which is pretty cool. What is going on here? Get this lower down here. In fact, no, we don't want it. That was way too big of a transition then. We want to get this turned off again. And reverse, make this a little bit better. There we go. Get that lower down. And we've lost head tracking again. Fantastic. That lasted long. I'm just going to give up on it now, guys, unfortunately. Remind me to charge that. It means I won't be able to record an episode after this because I'll be charging that, unfortunately, which means we won't have the wheel cam. But anyway, let's go ahead and get at least half this field done. I'm going to time lapse it. I'll get some music put over the top just so you guys have something to look at. And I'll see you guys when we are halfway done. Right, okay everybody, so we are now on the headland of this field. We've done the whole field. I said I was going to come back after half, but I thought, oh well, we'll just do the whole thing. It didn't take that long. We're currently working at night time though, which is new for me. I don't usually work at night time. Also, the John Deere is still working. You can't really see him because he's out of the render distance. But yes, he is still working. And what is that? There we go. We had the wrong GPS thing on then. We seem to be struggling to get up this hill, which is strange, because we've got 160 horsepower under our bonnet, so shouldn't be struggling with this at all. And we've lost head tracking yet again. I'd say I keep going to give up, but I just can't give up, guys. Once you go head tracking, you never go back, I can promise you. If you guys invest in some sort of head tracking software, you will never go back. It's impossible to go back afterwards. Everything you play would want to be head tracking. Right, let's see how far over we can get here without missing any. Right, turns out we forgot a pass. So we're going to go ahead and do this pass now. In fact, we've got like 2 more after this. I completely forgot about this side of the field. Ah, dang it. But at least we're on a roll. We're nearly finished now. I completely forgot about this side. It's because it was off that way, sort of. Oh, dear. Do you remember I didn't just check out at the end instead of doing the headlands? I would never have found this, and I probably would have got in trouble. If you were working for a farm, of course. We might send the John Deere home in a minute as well, because I need to, after we finish this, tab out. Let's go ahead and get that GPS off. There we go. Yeah, I need to tab out after this and get a mod installed, because I'm going to start doing something that I used to do in 15 all the time, which you guys, some of you guys used to like. Still got that radio showing up. I'm not sure why. It's really annoying me. If anyone knows how to turn that off completely, please let me know. But yes, I have something. I'm bringing back something that I used to do in Farm Sim 15, and the 8R seems to be stuck on something. We'll see what that is in a second. We might just send them home like I just said. Yeah, so I hope you guys like it if I bring it back. Hopefully it will work properly. Right, so we're on our last tiny little bit here. Now this is actually the last bit, because we've done our headland. We just got to do this little bit after this length here. How are we going to turn around here without destroying all of our crop? It might be worth just literally turning around. I think that's going to be the best solution here. I could reverse all the way down to the bottom, but that's going to be a pain. Yep, let's go ahead and get it turned off, lift it up, and we will just do a straight up U-turn in the field. We may do a little bit of damage to the soil, but it's not going to be enough where nothing grows there. Let's go ahead and do that. Awesome stuff. And we'll get it lowered. Get it lowered down. There we go. We don't need GPS anymore because this is literally the last little bit. So we sent the John Deere home, as you guys just seen, because you got that bug where it's trying to go through stuff, which is annoying. Not sure how to fix that, so we may have to try auto tractor if it works. Now, like I just said, we're going to have to do another one more jump cut after this, because I need to actually install a mod which I forgot to install before the episode. And breathe. Right, okay, ready. So we have our new toy attached now. It is from Farm Sim 15. It is the Garrett Subsoiler, and you can probably guess we're making tram lines finally. I haven't actually done it in 15, Oh, Declan's still here, look. Left his Land Rover part there. Right, so let's just get all of our working lights on. And we will set this guy off on his course, because we have one more thing to do ourselves, and it's kind of related to Declan actually. He's glad he's still here, because we found one more tree we need to take down, and it's actually in this field here where the trailer is, so that's going to save us some time. So there's the tree we need to take down. I'm not going to do the whole thing on camera, don't worry, because it's going to take a bit too long, but we're just going to end up on it, and hopefully the T6 would have finished subsoiling by the time we get it. So what we're going to do is just go back to the house, which is through here, and we want to get the John Deere garden tractor. Love this thing. Love, love, love this thing. Let's get it started up. Headlights on, and away we go. Right, so let's pick up this tree. Actually, let's not bother yet. What we're going to do is we'll get it after. What we're going to do first of all is get the tree chopped down, get the hard bit out of the way, and then we can load it up. So let's go ahead and stop. Stop! Oh, the brakes are terrible, this thing. I wasn't even acting then, guys. That was legit me pressing my brake pedal down. I think that's to do with my... Oh. I don't think this is a choppable... Oh, it is a choppable tree. It's just the thing's a little bit off. The model's a little bit off. We can find it with some precision. Where are you? It's a little bit dodgy, this tree. We need to be really, really precise. There we go. As you can see, it's not actually the log, so we can chop it down, which is handy. And there she comes. That is a bigger tree than it looked. Right, what we're going to do is get up and remove all of the fake branches like we did in the last episode. Right, so we got all the leaves off. Let's go ahead and start cutting the branches off this thing, and then we'll get the trailer loaded up. So we need to be careful here, because we're actually using this one here and that one there as a stand. So if we cut them, the tree might possibly fall on our legs, which we don't want. So we're going to go ahead and leave them to the last minute. Got the rest of them off first. About there, I reckon. So now, we'll start with this one, probably. I can angle that one correctly. Ooh, nearly on our feet, I told you. And that was actually released this one as well, so it's going to be easy peasy now. Right, so like I just said, we are going to just get the big ones on camera, and then I think we'll end the episode here, because it's been quite a long one. Maybe after editing it'll be quite long anyway. Let's find our first piece here. Now, though we did this 2 episodes in one go, but at least we don't have to do it again for a while now. Let's get that zoomed in and turned around. Oh gosh, wrong way. Right, here we go. Let's see if we can pick this up. See if the John Deere's have got enough muscle in its arms to do this. Yes, it does. Not even struggling. Look, quite powerful, this thing. It's a shame we can't go up hills properly. Right. Let's go into first person again. The log is sliding out, unfortunately. But hopefully we can get it in the trailer before it falls out. Oh gosh, it's going. Right, let's get it in dropped into the trailer like that. Now, we are making the front of the trailer dip into the ground, but that should actually make it a little bit easier to load it up to the tractor afterwards, which would be nice. Right, so we have one more piece left here that we're going to do on camera. See if we can get the John Deere to turn it around here. You can't actually see. Let me just turn the HUD off so you can see. There we go. And at least one person, I'm going to guess, is going to ask how I hide the HUD. That is part of console extension as well. And you press, if you do have console extension, a game extension, not console extension. If you have game extension and don't know how to do that, it is Alt-H. And that puts it into screenshot mode, although it doesn't work for the season mod, as you can see at the top. And also, course plays notifications also doesn't work either, because you can still see it says T6 it's finished. Right, let's get that, maneuver it around. There we go. So that is it. We're going to see how the T6 is done here, and I'll continue this off camera. Where is the T6? Here he is. And it looks like he's actually done exactly what I wanted him to do. Where's the HUD gone? Here it is. So basically, guys, if you don't know, where he has subsoiled, you can't really see it on this texture, but where he's subsoiled, that will be tram lines when stuff starts to grow. This is a better little demonstration of it here. So yeah, that should make it a bit more realistic when we come to fertilise it later. So we'll get him in the morning, because wasting diesel house. Where's the John Deere? Right. So thank you very much for joining me once again in this episode of Coldborough Farm. If you did enjoy this episode, please hit that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. If you are subscribed to me, make sure you hit the little bell next to the subscribe button to know exactly when I upload stuff and when I do live streams. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.